so lovely, John. It calms us all.
I know that's part of the reason. I grabbed it as a joke because I haven't played guitar in years, which is why I can't remember any chords but like four.
Play Freebird. Freebird. Freebird.
Damn it.
And I'm
my
free like a bird. Free bird. I wish that had been in the recording. Damn it.
What the fuck?
Alrighty, we should be live now. We're back, but before we start, we're gonna wait about an hour or so to let the or a minute or so. Well,
We're gonna for a while.
For whatever reason, the stream kind of like craps out after a while.
Flubs.
It flubs the wubs in about a minute.
I wish
and
I had
afterwards it's good.
Just like all my first dates.
Bam. What a slam to yourself. Or
Take
to,
that, feminism!
So, give us a 3-minute timer too for calls. I'm not gonna be able to pull it up, so just in the chat in the chat below. So if you could just just say something. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
We had like 430 people here.
It's
and
great.
I said I was taking a break, and now we only have 176 according to the chat.
Oh, it's probably... They probably haven't realized it's live yet. They're probably just getting onto it.
Yeah, it's taking. A
It
bit
doesn't
to
actually update.
It didn't
until
auto update for
the-
me, so.
Yeah, there's definitely more than 176 in here. Look at all these people. Welcome everyone, by the way. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Ooh!
If you don't know who I am, it's still Nintendo Capri Sun's even here.
I know. I saw that. Tim is awesome.
I like secretly want to become best friends with that dude. Because he can grow a beard.
He can, but I think he shaved it off already.
Oh
You hear
no.
that, Sat?
Gotta be presentable, man. He's gotta be presentable for PAX. That's how it goes.
To be Gerard's friend, you have to have a beard.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
true.
That's why he's friends with me.
And E.
Proton John has the Bruce Willis beard, so he's okay.
Oh man, I forgot to switch the webcam so I could bring up Bruce Willis. Damn it!
We haven't gone back from the break, John. So you're more than welcome to.
All right, well I had to disconnect and reconnect to do it. So.
Oh, go for it.
All right, I'll be right back.
I have to rearrange everything. Oh no, it's okay. You get that nice little Spider-Man. What does Bane think of sexism? I think there are much worse things than sexism. I think there are worse things, like darkness everywhere.
And DRM.
DIM. Why?
Korean Wonder Boy wants me to say something Korean for him.
Oh no.
Whoa. That is not Proton John.
It's not. It's L's Skype picture. I have to wait for Proton John to come back on the call. Oh yes. You were simply born in the darkness.
Oi, Gerard, my picture. It's all messed up. John flubbed it.
He's coming back. John?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing it.
Wait.
This picture is a great
It's
picture.
gonna be back to me again. I don't know why the webcam app's not doing it.
Oh well.
I'm disappointed. We can't have Bruce Willis in the call today.
It's okay.
Oh, to Korean Wonder Boy. 안녕하세요. Hello.
Ah, okay.
Speak Korean to you.
John is a robot. Beep boop.
Okay.
Beep bop boop.
Beep boop.
John, can you? Now it's so dark in your room. Can you increase the brightness at all?
Increase the darkness? Sure.
Increase the darkness. Increase it. Increase the darkness, for all will know.
Let's see here. That's probably gonna throw it off. Let's see how that looks. I don't know if that's better or worse now. Let's try turning the
copy
lamp.
all these links that press forward to continue posted because they look really cool.
No, I think that made it worse.
What is this?
John, you're striped with radiation.
Now I'm only half on fire. Whoop, whoop.
Oh my God, John, behind you! The galaxy behind you is going nova. Okay, never mind. Good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, that's my asteroids arcade machine. That's what that is.
That's
That's
not
why I also have like no room to move.
Man, I'm jelly.
This John is on fire.
Let me try.
Trying to refrain from singing the song that I know John wants me to sing.
Which? Oh, that song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's see how that looks. Now you're gonna get more glare off my face, and now I look even paler than usual.
No, you're good.
That looks good.
All right, we all ready?
Yes.
All right. Resume DLC part 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're back, everyone. Welcome back to DLC. For those of you who missed out on the commercial break, I don't know why you would, but yes, we're talking about tropes versus women in gaming, and part 1. We took some calls. We're taking calls right now from our audience, people who are here in the chat watching this live. Just a reminder, you guys can watch this live with us, twitch.tv/ThatOneVideoGerard. We're trying to do this every, I want to say Sunday, but it's been kind of a pain in the butt. Hopefully this is a good kick-starting kind of thing to get back towards our schedule. But anyways, we have our calls right here. Our first caller I'm going to call you Gabman because that was your username. So Gabman, welcome to the show, man. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Gerard. How are you guys doing?
Hey, how you doing, Gabman?
Good, man. How about you?
Not too bad. Yo, I was thinking during the first part of the podcast about how the Eastern culture buries the Western culture, and I was thinking about the Japanese-based companies such as Nintendo and how they portray characters such as Peach, Zelda, Pauline. Instead, companies made in the West, such as Rare, which is from Britain, and Rockstar, which is from the U.S., tend to portray women a little more cautiously. I think personally. For example, in Rare, they have. For example, in Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong Country 2, they have Dixie Kong, and she's a pretty strong character. I actually think, in some senses, she's even better than Diddy Kong because she actually gets to fly. And she doesn't seem that weak throughout the game. Or, for example, in Red Dead Redemption, they have Bonnie McFarlane, which is a pretty strong character. She gets almost hanged and raped by a lot of gang members, and she's still keeping up being strong.
See, I
So
think it
just-
depends per game in a way, because I remembered a story. Some people might recognize this as well. The original Metroid, because they didn't actually say in the manuals or anything that Samus was a girl. When you release it at the end, like it was this huge reveal. But I remember hearing stories, I think even in Nintendo Power, of people literally crying because of this and being upset and never playing Nintendo games again.
What?
Yeah, no.
In Japan or in America?
America. I don't know what the reaction would have been in Japan exactly, but I know in the US, I've heard a couple stories like that. So I don't know if that's just like, it doesn't really seem like a cultural thing. That just kind of seems like a stupid kid thing.
It does seem like a stupid kid thing to me. That does.
Then everyone forgot about it a year later.
And then everybody wanted her girlness to come out. You remember? Like everybody wanted to see more of that.
That's right. Beat the game in under 3 hours. You're going to see her in the bikini.
But there is
Yeah.
an obvious difference between East and West as far as their culture and how they view women. That can't be denied. And they're still, Japan and all that is still moving towards a more feminist society. But they have a long way to go. They're definitely not to where we are. But to me, that's okay. I mean, they'll get there in their own time when it happens. But I don't know. I guess I can see how someone would say, oh, it's so misogynistic because it's Japan and whatever, but it's really not like that anymore. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they're trying to find a balance
Yeah.
between having their women being feminine and maybe a little delicate and also strong. I think the whole like weak little girl thing is kind of dying out in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also thinking about that because uh, Japan is becoming more westernized
Hmm.
throughout the years, but I'm thinking that maybe during the 80s when some of the games were originally produced, because the culture hadn't gone all the way and the not the anti-feminist, misogynistic culture hadn't died completely. You can see it more in old games, and in
Mm.
newer games you see it a little less. So it's maybe like games in general. They're actually becoming less misogynistic throughout time.
I think so too. I think it is more prevalent in older games, which were a lot of the games that she highlighted were older ones. I didn't see too
She
much of anything that was
she
modern.
brought back like later versions of games. Like Double Dragon was one that kind of bugged me because they talked about how like you get punched in the stomach, she just gets dragged off, and another like she's like, oh yeah, you can see your panties during the shot. She points out stuff like that,
It's like
and
2 pixels. It's Double
I know.
Dragon, man.
And but then she brings up the new one, Double Dragon
Oh, for
Neon, which
fuck's sake.
the same thing happens. Like she gets punched in the stomach and carried off, and you have to go save her. What she neglects to mention is that she ends up becoming like a major character you have to fight, like a super powerful boss, and she also is the person who gets the final blow on the main boss of the game.
Right, right.
So in the end, she ends up being like helping and being kind of a hero. So it's this weird. I don't know. It's just kind of weird in general. It seems like she got part of the ideas and then like missed out on very specific things. I don't know whether to cause controversy because she legitimately didn't know these things or I
And
don't know. It
that's
just
what
seems
got me
weird.
upset at first. And I usually don't give a crap about like when people say something that I don't agree with. That's fine. It's their opinion, freedom of speech. Everyone's going to have an opinion that I don't agree with. But if you're going to sit here and take people's money to sit here and talk about how this is a really huge issue and we got to change this, do your research. Do you even play any of these games, madam? Or do you just know what you know from the public view of video games? Have you
That
played any of these things? Did you play them
that money
growing
from
up?
that Kickstarter might have actually just gone towards getting people to play the games. You never know.
I
But
think
but
somewhat.
if she's not playing them herself, you know what I mean? Like we have when we're growing up, and look at how we're shaped, and we all play these games as children, and I just feel like I just feel like she's looking for something to attack, and she doesn't even have all of her ducks in a row that she wants to talk about it because she's leaving out such clear references that she should have in there.
You know,
Do you know what I'm
it's
saying?
funny you say that, Luca, because someone in the chat said I'm trying to find his username. I think it's Yo Eclipse, Eco Eclipse. He said selective evidence is essentially what it's come down to. It's choosing what she found represented what she was talking about, and neglected everything else that would disprove or prove her point even further. Um, so, yeah, well, Gabriel, thank you, or Gabman, I apologize, Gabman. Thank you so much for your call. Anything else you want to add before we let you go?
No, just a big fan of the show, man. I'm really glad to have been here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right. So moving down to our
Have a
next
good night.
callers of list callers, because I can talk good in English and stuff and words, is
Best Englisher.
best Englisher ever. Is L. L's been a long time contributor of the Team Beardman community, and she finally is on the show. So L, take it
Hi.
away. How's it going?
Very good. So, it's kind of late here.
I know. What time is it for you right now? Like,
It's almost 2 a.m.
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
so it's not too bad, but it could be worse.
Yeah.
Well, it's not too bad for you, Gerard.
I guess that's normal for me. So,
So,
take it away, Al. What do you think? What is your view on the topic?
well, in my opinion, it used to be true. And since the 90s, especially with Tomb Raider, of course,
Hmm.
everything started for me. Everything started to change for me. So, in the beginning, my first console I ever got was a Mega Drive,
Mm-hmm.
and I got Sonic with that, and not even a single girl was in that game. And I got my first PlayStation 1, along with Tomb Raider with it,
Mm-hmm.
and I played that game, and I was like, whoa, girls can kick ass too.
um, Al, your mic is cutting in and out.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. No, yeah.
There?
No, we're losing her. No.
Oh no, she's falling into a pit.
No.
Oh,
Quick, mash the A button. QTE, QTE.
Don't do it. That'll be
Player.
saving a female, and you'll be terrible for it.
That's a trope. That is a trope. Get out of here, troper.
Oh.
There we go. I think you're back.
I'll save her. Then no one can have a bitch about it.
There's a good girl. So anyway, for me, Lara Croft is the protagonist of female gaming and strong female characters.
So let me ask you this: what is your opinion on the new Tomb Raider? Do you think that it's even has Lara become a more female independent woman, or is it kind of going more towards the trope that this woman is talking about?
Well, to be honest, I haven't played the game, but from what I can figure of it, I think she is still about a little bit insecure,
Mm-hmm.
but she's on a breaking point of becoming more independent and more strong.
Yeah, I played the demo a few days ago, and I was blown away. I felt like for the first time in a long time that she was definitely on her A game, and it was really interesting to see a character like Lara Croft go from the era of pixelated boobs to a more mature and appropriate approach. Although it is a prequel, so it is her first adventure.
Yeah, well, they humanize her essentially because, like you said, in the other Tomb Raiders, she's super rich and she fights dinosaurs with guns. So I mean,
Exactly.
like,
Well, she's
Yeah.
super
I
rich
relate
in
to that
one,
every
too.
day.
Well, it wasn't about her being rich. It was, yeah, she had boobs, she was a woman, and she just kicked ass. And I hadn't seen that before. And after that, more female protagonists came into games, and it just opened a very big path for it.
Now,
I agree with that.
Now, do you feel that it was for a positive or for a negative? Was it a good thing that we had something like her appear, or do you think that we backpedaled a bit? Because I feel like that's what I mean. We can't predict what this woman's going to say in her next video, but I feel like the fact that she's neglected Tomb Raider as a female,
And Samus,
and
of all things.
yeah, I feel like she's going to use those as a more like it's gonna be more ammo used in the wrong way as opposed to for the good of this conversation.
I weep about this because I feel like the first thing she's going to say about either Samus or Lara Croft, especially when Samus moved into like Metroid Prime games, I feel like she's going to say something about their tits or how they appear.
Yeah.
Or how
No,
they
no,
look.
you know what,
And
for
then they're gonna
Samus-
say, oh well, her outfit, Samus's outfit, was changed, so we could all see how her boobs look and blah blah blah. And Lara Croft's boobs just get more digital and bigger, and that's the only reason people are playing it. I just know that that's coming. I just know it.
I think the main thing she's going to focus on, honestly, is Other M. Just how she went from like a strong, silent protagonist into the equivalent of a small child.
That's one game, and every human goes through some kind of change where they
Double Dragon.
sometimes where they sometimes feel like confident and then sometimes they're just not. That's a human thing. Why is that turned into just a female thing? That's what I don't understand.
And not to mention, Other M is a huge Japanese kind of game. It
Abortion baby
Well,
of
it was-
crap.
despite everyone hating Other M, a lot of its foundations was kind of based in Japanese culture. Going back to the ideas of like women fighting for honor and respecting their. I feel like it's a translation issue. So for her to use Other M as a scapegoat is not a good way to come across her point.
If she does only use Other M, nobody's gonna buy it. Because you just can't. You can't just use that game
Yeah.
and none of the others.
Well, it's the
Nobody's-
most recent game, which is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because it could be a trend. You don't know until the next game comes out. Like in the case of Lara Croft, she was always like it was described earlier. She was all like this super amazing character, and then suddenly now she's a super sympathetic character. So it's like, oh, okay, so is this the way that she's going to be portrayed
Yeah.
from now on, or
I see your point on that, I do, but I guess my thought is that so many people reacted negatively toward Other M that maybe that should prove that if, even if it was a trend, nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying into the things that she's worried about. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Like people didn't like it. You know what I mean? That's not the Samus that they know.
right.
So in my mind, it was negative because people that were fans of her and what she does, if they were really buying into it, they'd be like, "Finally, the Samus I wanted to see," said nobody ever.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure somebody was like, oh right,
okay, maybe one freaking sad, lonely
that
person
that
said
one
that, but
lonely guy in
honestly,
a dark room playing guitar.
Hey, I know the story in Other M wasn't great, but I loved the gameplay, and that's I don't know. Maybe that's why I was the only one who defended it. Maybe that's just
I don't know.
me.
I think Other M has more issues than just the story, but
Yeah. In any
that's not
case,
here nor there.
yeah. In any case, Al, thank you for calling in. Appreciate your time with us today.
thank you, Al.
I'm so sorry that it's so late for you.
Go get
Doesn't
some
matter.
sleep.
No, I won't. I only sleep at 4 a.m. So
Welcome
No,
to
there-
that is the life of a gamer.
Sleep is for the weak.
Sleep is for the tired, actually.
All right. And our last caller for the afternoon, evening, whichever it may be, is Angus. Angus, what's going on, my friend?
Nothing much. Just trying to keep awake. That's
Hello,
about it.
Angus. All right, I'm not
How
gonna
late is it for you?
respect you anymore.
It's 1 o'clock. I'm an hour behind Elle.
Okay, so it's not too
Not too
bad.
bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah,
So
I have been working all day.
lay it down for us, man. Let us know what is your opinion.
My opinion is a wee bit different. I'm not seeing the problem here. Yes, I can see the damsel in distress, which is a very old trope. But then again, it's kind of the backbone of a lot of games, and without that backbone, we'd never come further in developing characters. I mean, Peach, she has always been the damsel in distress, but she has had her own games where she has been the heroine.
Very true.
And
Two.
say it again.
It's you said Peach, right? Like Peach.
Yes.
Well, unless we're counting like bits and pieces in the Paper Mario games, technically she's only had two. And the girl actually even brought up Super Paper or not
Super Peach.
Super Princess Peach. Yeah, she even brought that up as an example. Like, oh, she's been compared as like a super weak, frail character who can only defeat enemies by the power of her emotions.
So,
Nope, she does it with
so
her butt.
what?
She
It's a fantasy game. It's a fantasy game. It's not supposed to be taken
She has a fucking
realistically.
talking umbrella. Who the hell is gonna take that seriously?
Here's the problem.
Exactly.
She is. She is. That's the problem here.
I mean, it's not just that. I also play a lot of board games. I know you've been playing Blood Bowl, Gerard.
Let me correct you. Trying to play Blood Bowl. Trying
Trying
is
to play
the.
Blood Bowl. Yes, well, I do kind of the other side of that, the Warhammer 40,000, which is in the future.
Mhm.
And they have an entire army of super women who are like 7 foot tall, clad in power armor,
The
and
Amazons, yeah.
yeah, Amazons in power armor wielding big guns and flamethrowers that destroy everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still technically gaming.
Yes, it
Some of
is.
Some of these women in the universe have the power to destroy whole worlds, and often do so. And there's also Kerrigan as well.
Oh,
She's a badass. She's actually a villain as well, which you don't see often.
yeah.
She's also technically a damsel in distress.
That's true, and that's what I'm saying. The backbone. She's a damsel in distress, and now she's a villain.
And she's
Yeah.
she's probably more badass than most male characters in
StarCraft?
yeah, it's well, I mean
Yeah.
in general. Like she's freaking insanely awesome.
Can someone just tell me if I'm being stupid here? Because I just need to say this really quick before I forget it. Am I the only one like bothered by the whole term damsel in distress? Doesn't that seems strange. Why are they in distress? Like what? Why is it a damsel in distress and not just a person that needs help?
Well, I
Well,
think I think
that's the trope. The point is that it's always a girl, which is what she's upset about.
But it's not always a girl.
yeah. I mean, I can
Well, I
make
mean, how often have you heard damsel in distress used on like for a guy?
But they're
Like,
not damsels. That would be a guy in distress, which happens all the damn time in video games.
are you just saying like the correlation of girl kidnapped equals damsel?
I guess I don't understand why it's just not helping somebody. If that woman was like walking somewhere and some lady got abducted, would she like freak out about it because it's a feminist thing, or would she just hurry up and go help the damn lady that got in trouble, or man, because men get attacked too? Am I just stupid by looking at it so you like equally that it just blows my mind that this is a thing?
Well, I
Yes.
think that's what's
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Well, there
don't
it
worry.
is.
I'm kidding. Relax.
No, it's fine if that's what you think, but like I guess I just don't understand.
yeah. Well, that's the
Well-
whole. I mean, it started with fairy tales, you know, like freaking Shrek and that kind of old story of
The old story of Shrek.
the old story of Shrek. That's probably more relatable than any real princess thing.
But that's not really a damsel in distress because once they freed her, she started beating the crap out of everyone.
But
And even then, she was just kind of hanging out.
that's the point I think that Angus is trying to make. People go through changes in their life and people have different emotions at different times.
Yeah.
What does she want? Somebody that's like hardcore, never has an emotion, is badass all the time, and doesn't take any man's shit all day? Nobody's like that.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to relate to that other than her? And are they going to make money selling all their video games to just her? No.
That's the big point, is that when gaming came around, who was playing it? Boys were playing it. If girls were playing it, I'm pretty sure from the get-go we'd have a female protagonist leading the charge.
Thank you. And then the 90s happened, like Elle said, and then things started changing because more girls were playing video games.
And because more girls were playing video games, more female protagonists showed up.
And that's how babies are made.
Bam!
Not by video games. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite effect there. So what are you going on about?
That's how we control the population.
I did do just a wee bit of research there about the male equivalent of damsel. There is none. Damsel is the male equivalent.
So,
Really?
Yeah, a damsel can mean a boy. That's what
Yeah.
oh,
Whenever I
damn.
hear about a guy being like kidnapped, it's like, oh, he's been kidnapped,
Well,
or someone
what
jokingly
about-
says, "Dude in distress."
What
But
about when someone's child is kidnapped in a game, like Heavy Rain or something like that, right? Is there
Kidnapping.
someone out there saying you shouldn't show children as such weak blah 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 blah? The fact is that children can be weak just like a man can be weak and just like a female can be weak and have weak points. And if I got captured by somebody, I would hope that somebody would come rescue me
I feel like
if
damsel.
I can't get out myself.
I feel like damsel in distress is more of a term describing a temporary, like thing happening as opposed to it being a consistent thing. Like,
I feel like this is a semantics argument at this point, really,
Yeah.
because like, and it goes back to what she even brings up, like the whole idea of media to portray people like this. Like in a movie, it's almost always a guy who's the hero because it's supposed to be, oh, guys are supposed to be super strong in that. But like that goes back to her point of tropes versus women, because even in movies and other media, the woman's shown as weak.
mm-hmm.
You know, something kind of just hit me. Like, she expects the women to be able to defend themselves and to get out of situations because the men could. Because she specifically said that, where like there'll be the male protagonist and the female both get captured, but the male gets out and she doesn't. But it's like, okay, so usually the damsel is a princess. What princess receives combat training and all this other things to be able to do the stuff that the male protagonist can do? It's just like, it boggles my mind. It's like she expects every female, like every damsel, which is most of the time a princess or something, or someone of royalty, to be able to get out of situations like that when they simply don't have the knowledge to.
Yeah.
And it's not because they're stupid. It's because they're royalty. They're not supposed to know this stuff. They're supposed to they're supposed to have people do it for them. I don't know. It's not what
I
I
guess I
think.
feel like it's plot, and why does it have to be a gender thing? But I guess if she's going after movies too, which probably, do the same thing.
Oh, she did do the same thing. There's already like tropes versus women, and I looked at some bits and I could see like Star Trek coming up a lot.
Oh,
Oh, for
wow.
goodness sake.
Hmm.
Star
But
Trek.
I don't know if that was in a positive or negative light. I just saw like shots of like Deanna Troy from Next Generation.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course, she wouldn't pick Voyager where all the women kick ass, right? This is exactly what I'm saying. She's conveniently leaving out things that are obvious.
Like I said, keep in mind I haven't watched it, so she may actually bring up Voyager in a positive light. This could
She
just be
may.
like
Alrighty.
this could be us nitpicking her nitpicking.
Angus, anything else you want to add before we let you go, my friend?
No, just keep up the good work. It's a pleasure watching you every week.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Can you say wee bit one more time?
Yeah, please
Of course, I
keep
can say a wee
talking.
bit one more thing.
Yes!
I can also go Okai Nanu.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll be right back. I need a moment.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. All right. Well, before we're done with today's DLC, it's time to give away a free game.
Yay!
Cause
Free stuff.
Free stuff. Free
The
stuff.
call
Free stuff.
are
free
allowed to
stuff.
be anonymous too.
What's that? Yes, callers who are on the call, you can participate as well. This is free stuff right here. Here's how it works. I'm going to give away a game via Moobot's raffle. And today's game is
Dun, dun, dun.
Sleeping Dogs for the Steams.
Ooh, it's
Sleeping
good.
Dogs.
So good. I love it.
So good.
So
That's
good.
the game.
So
good. So to join,
So racist.
all you gotta
and so
do is
good.
type exclamation point raffle. And let's put Proton John, you into the raffle. I saw that.
I saw that too.
I want some sleepy dogs.
Sleepy dogs.
All right, and we're gonna put 30 seconds on the clock. Lucajin, tell us why we should play Okami Go.
Oh my God, Okami's like really great. So if you really like Japanese mythology and you love painting and you love sumi-e art styles, you really should look at this game because the direction of it is crazy. You get to go on an adventure like Zelda. You get heartfelt characters. There's so many wonderful things to do and see. You learn a lot
time.
about. Damn it. Almost. I'll
that
get
was
it
only
better next
15
time.
seconds.
Yeah, he didn't give me enough time.
Damn it! No, my thing was.
You started too early,
I'm
Gerard.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You ruined it.
I'm sorry.
Ruined it. Got my hands off the
Alrighty.
guitar at that one point. Damn it.
And cut off the raffle, so cut it. Let's pick a view. Let's pick it.
There's a female protagonist in Okami. Just saying.
But it's a wolf. Wolf
right.
Yeah,
god. Sorry.
but Amaterasu is a female goddess.
Also goddesses
Here
too.
we go. And so pick that name. The winner is.
Luca, give me a kazoo roll.
You can't.
Give us a.
Is-
And pull. So
Did he forget the code? No, he's got it.
G-Nest
G-Nest
88.
88.
G-Nest
Gnest
88.
He's not following you on Twitch though. Do you
He's
want-
probably a viewer of Proton John or Lucagen, which I'm not going to. He
Okay.
doesn't know me. I'm not going to hold it against him.
You don't.
Yeah, he actually is holding it against you right
He
now.
will now. Oh, that's nice of you. Thank you.
Yay.
He will hold it against you now, or he will follow you now.
I think
Whoa.
he will follow us.
Probably.
GNS88 won a copy of Sleeping Dogs on Steam. Soa, get his username after the stream.
Congrats.
And
Have fun with your
or-
sleepy dogs.
Yes, Sleeping
Sleeping
Dogs
Dogs.
is a great game. I bought it for myself as well, so I'm very
It's really
excited.
good. Really good. They treat the woman
So-
like absolute shit in that game. You'll love it.
Oh, okay,
Goes
so he's
well
a
with
fan of
our
me. Cool.
subject.
Yeah, I had to end it on a good note.
Cool. Well, guys, that was DLC. I hope you guys enjoyed today's guest. You guys were awesome. Thank you, John and Luca, for showing up. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
That was good. It was short notice, but glad we could make it.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys were here too. I apologize for the topic being so hot.
I liked it.
Hot topic.
No, it was good. I love the discussion.
Me
Hot,
too.
hot, hot,
Sorry if
hot.
I distracted people with my lack of musical ability and my pale ghost looks.
No, that's all good. It was great.
At least you don't have the sun as a neighbor anymore.
No, yeah, no. Now I have to go open the blind so I can actually see what's going on
Now
in the
he's
room.
like in the void.
It's black here. The only reason I could even see my room right now is because of the reflection off my laptop here now.
And that light
He's-
it's reflecting off your arcade machine back to the camera, so that's
John
great.
is going back to the darkness.
Ah, yes.
There's a bone there.
Thank you very much to our 3 callers who called in today. Thank you to Soa for being our moderator.
No problem.
Thank you, Luca, again, and John for showing up.
Thank you.
No worries, dude.
Please click the links. This is they were stuff's annotated, so check out their YouTube channels. Subscribe to them. Take a look at them. They're great people. I'm big fans of them, so it's kind of cool.
He's lying.
I'm not lying. It's real things. These are real things. But for those of you guys who are gonna stick around, I will be playing some games right after this, as well as in the evening in a couple of hours. And roughly, damn, time's going by fast. In roughly 2 hours, I'm gonna be doing Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. So don't go anywhere. And yes, again, we'll see you guys sometime soon. Now it's time for something totally different.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Yeah. And we're good. We're good. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon. I'm gonna grab food first, then come back to the stream. So if you want to.
Oh man, I just realized how late it is. I am starving.
I know.
I've
me
got stuff
too.
I gotta go do too.
Yes.
I can't stay
so
on.
we'll be back soon. Rock and roll, guys.
I'll stay in the chat though, boy.
Whee! Oh, the diet's so